when it comes to me and relationships and love, I don't know what the problem is. I think it's
All
me.
swing ladies, put your hands up in the club, doing your
Not tell anybody. Worry about yourself first. Get yourself together. Get your life together. Once you get yourself together, then you can think about bringing somebody else into your life with you. But a lot of times we don't even know ourselves. I really got to know myself after my divorce, and then doing, being in relationships even after my divorce. I just figured out that half of these guys are not worth my time. They're not worth the drama. And I just had to learn how to love myself. And it was a cleansing. Like, it really was. The writing process of that book, it cleansed me emotionally. Oh my God. Writing the separation part of the book, like, I had to dig deep within me to even write that stuff out, because that was hurting. It was a hurting part of my life, and I didn't even want to go back to it. I just wanted to close that door and go on with my life. So when I wrote the book, it was a diary to myself, and it was one part I got to, and I just cried, and I had to stop writing it because it was just like I was reminiscing of this guy who was just all that. And then to go and have to write about this guy who's no longer all that, it was like, where do I pull that energy from to write about this? But I did it, and I cried as I did it, and I cried, and I'm human, and I still would be writing a book like, I want to ever get back together. His cousins still say, man, I still think y'all want to get back together. And I'm like, ew, like, it's been 5 years now. There's no way. We're better being friends, but I don't know, it's life. And since him, I've dated maybe 3 or 4 guys, and I will say there's one guy who has touched my heart in the same way that he had touched my heart back then. So honestly, I might just say I've been in love twice, like true love twice. I'm not gonna say I was perfect. I wasn't the perfect wife. I said this in a book. I now that I'm older and mature, I know what a wife is supposed to do and what it's supposed to be. But seeing my mom grow up, I didn't want to be like a slave to my husband. So I wasn't doing all that, but I supported him in whatever he did. And it was time I let my emotions get the best of me when I thought he was BSing me, or when he would stay out all night or different things like that. Oh yeah, I spaz. You talk about Maya writing. Y'all don't even know. I was writing before that single came out, okay? So I just would ride. Sometimes I don't even know where I would ride to. I just would ride anywhere looking for him. Like, where the heck is he at and why he not home? Especially when he wouldn't answer the phone. Yeah. So I let emotions take over in a lot of situations. And sometimes I wouldn't find him. I just would ride till I did, though. One time I didn't find him, but I found his people's car. And, whew, yeah, thank God for change. Because Lord knows I was off the chain back then. My emotions and they ain't have no control. I wasn't just my mother's child. Like, the good side, my mama's side, it was nowhere in sight when I was married. I was straight a Taylor. I was my dad blood all up and throughout me. Like, dude, you're not gonna play me. Like, I can't be played. And that's really how I felt, and I went crazy.
Let's talk about this fight. It's a big scene in the book. It's a fight that happens with you and the mister. Let's talk about that.
I lost myself. I'm not. It's real. The book is real. I lost myself. We were separated at the time. My emotions was up, down, left, right, back, for it was crazy. And I didn't know how to control my emotions. And I was always hearing different stuff about different things and different people. And then one day I lost it. We wasn't living together. He was living where he was living, and I rolled by and seen somebody's vehicle, and I kept going. And I started talking to myself like, should I stop? Should I go back? Should I go home?
That usually means that you should keep going, but
I went back.
I
went back, and it was a bad situation. It was a bad fight, and
you wouldn't have rung the alarm like Beyonce.
Yeah. Crazy in love and ringing an alarm.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know how to control my. I didn't want to see somebody I love with somebody else.
Nothing hurts more.
And what we had wasn't final.
Right.
So that's all it was.
So now what is your current marital status? Single. What was your
When I get crazy, it's because I don't like to be played. So a lot of these guys out here thought they could just play me and get away with the BS and think I'm stupid or naive and didn't know. Dude, I've been playing this game since I was like 14 years old. Are you serious? I know the lies. I know the cheaters. I know when you with the next, who I was about to, yeah, I know when you with the next one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be real, keep it real. I respect the truth. And I respect you to come and tell me the truth. I don't expect nobody else to tell me anything that you're doing. Because if I find out on my own and then I ask you about it and you deny it or you lie about it, oh yeah, then yeah, that's when I get crazy. Because I don't like to be played and I don't like to be lied to. I mean, seriously, who does? You know, so I'm still dealing with that. So I'm telling y'all, like, don't talk to me if you know you a liar and you know you a cheater. And you're not ready for commitment, like, leave me alone unless that's what I want to do. You know, unless I'm like, oh yeah, I kick with you every now and again. We can do this every now and again. That's my decision. The last person that I gave my heart to and really fell deep in love with, it was a crazy situation that I should have never, ever even allowed myself to get into. But I did, you know. And that's life. And like I said, take the good with the bad and we learn from it and we move on. So I don't know where love stands with me right now, but
just serious-minded people to know more about her journey.
I'm not interested in dating nobody right now. So.
She is on Facebook, so you know it's hard to say that when everybody in this whole world's on Facebook.
I think my heart still holds like maybe 2 people. They still got a little bit on my heart, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It might be a bad thing because until I let them out, I'll never be able to let anybody else in. But who knows what my future holds. Maybe when I'm dead and gone, which, Lord, I pray is not anytime in the near future. But when I'm dead and gone, I would want everybody to remember me as a positive person. Even though I had a little drama and negativity in my life, you know, just take all my experiences as a learning experience to better yourself. I don't regret any decisions I've made in my life. They've all made me stronger. You know, I think God puts us through storms so it can help us, strengthen us, and better us as an individual. Sometimes some people don't make it through the storm. But I'm proud to say that I've overcame a lot of storms in my life, and I'm not perfect, you know. But when I think about not being here, you know, I think about the babies. I think about my nieces, my nephews, my little cousins. You know, when I'm dead and gone, I just. Whoever is still living in my family, I just want you to watch over my babies, you know. Make sure my babies are okay. And they're not even my babies, they're my nieces and nephews, but they're still my babies. And if I could give them kids the world, they already know. TT would definitely give y'all the world. So that's the only thing I really think about when it comes to death is not being able to be here for the kids. So as you can see, that's really a touchy subject because I love the kids and I can't imagine life without them or not being able to be in their life. So if I don't make it to see them turn 18 or 21, they know that their auntie loves them and always have loved them and always try to be a positive role model and provide as much as I possibly can for them, because just in case y'all don't know, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. There they go, see? That's just some of them, but yeah, that's it.
You don't My aunties and Austin. The name of the book is My Life Journey.
I had to challenge myself. Everybody want me to do another autobiography, you know, and I'm going to do another autobiography, but it's so easy to write about myself. It's so easy to just, you know, stay in that same little box of writing about me and what I've been through and who I've dated and who I've screwed and who I've fought. I mean, it's so easy to do that. I have to challenge myself. So I want to write about characters that aren't me. You know what I'm saying? So in my next book, that's what I'm doing. It's not an autobiography, I'm sorry, but it will be based on some real life situations that I probably went through or that other people might have went through, and then I make up characters also. So I'm challenging myself because I want to take this writing thing on a level beyond what you're used to getting, you know. So, you know, I love my babies. I love my family. I love my friends. I love everybody who's supported me in everything that I've done. And just live your life to the fullest, and, you know, let go of any drama you have in your life. Try to better yourself as a person and an individual. You know, do what you got to do to survive out here. It's really hard, but man, only the strong survive. And I've been through a lot, and I'm sure I have a lot more things I'm gonna go through on this journey, but I'm ready to take it all. So bring it on. I'm ready for all the pain and the joy and the stress and the drama. Like I feel like I've been through so much. It's nothing that I can't overcome. The only thing I can't overcome is death, because there's no coming back from that. But other than that, man, God has my back. God has my back. And in the end, it was all worth it. It really was. So right now, people, you're not promised to see tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. You don't know if you'll be here next month. You don't know if you'll make your next birthday, you know, or the next new year. So I just try to tell everybody, just like, live each day as if it's your last, you know. Tell somebody you love them, even if you hate them.
Now things are better, and she knows I love her, and all I can say is I just wish her the best, and I just hope things turn out just great for her. I hope she has a wonderful, I believe she has a very good future ahead. You just have to just keep working at it. And with God on her side, who can be against her?
Deuces, y'all. Be safe, please.
Understand God's holy word. Speak with tongues and give interpretations to prophesy with edification. In the midst of to cast out devils.